We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They start on the ground here at Sanders. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. This defense for the Commanders is very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season. And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. 3rd and inches, just turn around and hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again. We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. I certainly felt for Sam Howell watching him fall from a possible first-round pick at one point all the way to day 3 of the draft, but it's just extra fuel for a guy now who drew comparisons to some of the league's most fiery competitors at quarterback. When he gets into a tough spot, Howell knows how to create and make some impressive reads and also some impressive runs. And I think that's how he'll succeed as an NFL quarterback. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Love, they go play action now. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Play fake. Here's Love. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Going back to Love. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Love looking to throw it. And this one complete to Smith. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Love eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Love, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Faking the handoff. Howell. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. 3rd and long, here's Howell. Quick slant, Dotson. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys. A great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that 1st down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Howell. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And credit that sack to Robert Quinn. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 23. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. They juked him. They find some open. There he goes, left side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 84 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the one. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I wanted to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Sanders is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick-6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. And all that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Let's go. Yellow, 43.
Following the interception, Love. Going deep here for Watkins. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off-play action. It's Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. On 1st down, Howell. Back to Gibson, and another catch for him. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
17 is Mike 17. Coming to you.
And Howell will throw it. Here's a diving catch right side. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Howell. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit. Had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd down throw for Howell. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. No, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Powell. Escaping the pressure right. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
44 is the mark. 44. I got you, boy. 44. Mike.
Here's Howell. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they go play action with Howell. He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First down, Howell to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Howell. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Howell down to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of to the game.